day everyone, my name is Bioshocked and I am here to bring you some news updates. While doing this you will of course see Quake 1 but in HD. This version is using the Dark Places HD mod along with some others that I can't really remember right now. Because my version of Quake 1 is modded to hell and back. But if you want to experience it in HD, the link to the website will be shown below. And then it will guide you through the rest of the slightly better brown beautification of Quake 1. The news that I scrounged up for your viewing pleasure is as follows. Square Enix not doing as well financially as they had hoped. Maybe it's because of their tombs being raided or something. See what I did there? Bioshocked Infinite is the highest rated game of 2013. EVE Online's newest expansion date is announced. And lastly, some interesting ME3 stats. Square Enix not doing as well financially as they had hoped. Tomb Raider has sold 3.4 million copies and according to Square Enix, it has failed to reach the game's sales target. In fact, the company's sales expectations with most of their big titles like Hitman Absolution and Sleeping Dogs fell short of their combined expectations. For all three games, their expected sales figures was 14.9 million copies worldwide. But Tomb Raider, Sleeping Dogs and Hitman only hit the 8.75 million copies mark. However, it should be taken into account that they have only released their retail sales figures and that digital sales might push up those numbers somewhat, but not enough to make a difference. This is quite an interesting way to look at the financial aspect of your gaming/publishing company. I mean, they only use their physical retail sales figures. Why don't they take digital sales into account? Isn't it easier to actually track sales online? If there's someone out there who can explain this to me, I would be really grateful. Because how would a company actually predict their sales figures if they do not take all their sales into account? I really do love my boxed games, and I'm sure that there are quite a lot of people who would rather have a boxed copy of a game. But eventually we will all run out of physical storage space. I wouldn't know what to do with all those DVD cases. Sure, they will originally be placed in some cupboard, but eventually my entire desk would be overrun with games that I want to play. Even with these digital copies, my desk is still a mess. From crappy sales to highest rated game of 2013. Irrational Games' latest title Bioshocked Infinite gets a lot of praise as it hit store shelves yesterday. 2K Games also said that it was the highest rated game of the year based on Metacritic scores across all platforms. Now let's see here. The current Metacritic score is 96 on the Xbox 360 and that's from 11 critics. On the PC it scored a 95 and this is from 43 critics. Personally, I did not enjoy Bioshock 1 or 2, and just to let you know, I love FPS games. Friggin' hell, I still have Quake 1 on my PC from the day I bought it way back in 97, when I was still a bloody young lighty. To be honest, Bioshock did not engage me enough. Sure, the atmosphere was brilliant and all, but it felt like I was crawling from level to level with brief moments of action to give the illusion of an action-packed game. Thirdly, EVE Online's newest expansion date is announced. EVE Online Odyssey will be released on the 4th of June. This will be CCP's 19th free expansion for the EVE universe. This expansion will basically be about exploring. Scanning has been reworked, allowing players to uncover the secrets of the EVE universe. Both the UI and graphics have been overhauled, and of course a couple of new models of ships will also be brought in. Keep in mind that EVE Online is turning 10 this year. That amounts to 2 expansions a year, and yes, I have played EVE on and off for the past couple of years, and I can honestly say that with almost each expansion, the graphics have been improved. The fact remains that CCP released 19 expansions over 10 years, and they are free. Surely other MMOs can learn from this. World of Warcraft is 9 years old. It has released 4 expansions, I think. I've also played this game on and off since its TBC days, and the last expansion I played was Cataclysm. I played through the course of 3 expansions and did not notice any graphical improvements. If there were any, they were too insignificant to notice. All I want to say is well done CCP. If I had enough time to play EVE, I would have called myself a groot fan. Lastly, we've got interesting Mass Effect 3 stats. Despite the fact that Tali was almost a non-attainable squad mate in ME3, there were some other interesting stats surrounding the game. They are as follows. 64.5% of players played towards the Paragon end of the spectrum. 92% cured the genophage, and 59% of players saved the Geth. This is according to Eurogamer that attended the PAX East panel. Now, if you don't know anything about Mass Effect 3, here's some brief descriptions or breakdowns about some of these terms. Firstly, there are two ways to play the game, either as a Paragon or Renegade. More simply put, Paragon is good, Renegade is evil. 64% of players went the route of good. The genophage. This is a biological weapon introduced in the earlier Mass Effect games that caused near-total infant mortality in a species known as the Krogan. And 92% of players decided to cure the genophage. Now lastly, the Geth. Simply put, the Geth are AI robots. And through years of programming, the Geth started achieving some sort of sentience. So choosing to destroy them would essentially result in a genocide. And 59% of players decided to save them. There we go, South Africa, or should I say Bloemfontein. Gamers do have morals, and yes, we do get to choose in most games between good or bad, and in ME3 players actually had to live with some of the consequences. Don't judge us on our hobbies, the way we dress, the kind of music we listen to, or even whatever we believe in. Judge us on how human we are, on our qualities of kindness, our morality, and our appreciation of life. And on that note, I'm going to end this news broadcast, or whatever you want to call it, by saying that my name is Bosvark. I will see you on Friday. Until then, you should have a good one.